everybody. So I wasn't going to make a video tonight, and then Carly saw my picture of rising pizza dough, and so she said, can I make a video? So here she is. Hi, Carly. This is for you, darling. And my cousin Margaret is here from Australia. Do you believe that? From Queensland. Hi, Margaret. Oh my God, so nice to have you here. And so Carly and James are there. Hi, Carly and James. So listen, guys, I was just watching Fresh Ink on Soul Pepper at 4 o'clock on Fridays. They've got playwrights. Hi, Adrian, honey. Different playwrights reading new work. It was so inspiring. Bob and I had such a good time. And the final one was a monologue written by Nicholas Billon, who is just an amazing young playwright, Toronto playwright. And it was about, he was being a woman in isolation right now, and he'd taken their inspiration from someone who had written about her roots showing while in isolation. And, the point of that monologue was, while we are here at home, we are really, really forced to look at ourselves. I mean, we're on Zoom video, or here I am talking to you right now, and I am seeing myself. I don't normally look at myself when I'm talking. I don't normally think about, what it is that I have to offer the world. And like right now, I'm offering you how to make pizza, but I don't really think about myself in this way. I'm forced to look at myself, and I thought this was an amazing thing. So I'm really, really happy to be here again. Also, one of the really kind of cool things about being at home and working from home is that at lunchtime, I come here, I made leftovers, I made heated up the chicken and dumplings from last night. I hadn't had breakfast and I was so hungry. It was absolutely delicious. And while I was here, I just made some pizza dough because I knew it had to rise. And I could get things started in the afternoon. Like yesterday afternoon, I started a stock at midday. Being home at midday is kind of novel, but old-fashioned. To get dinner started at noon, we have time now. So I started pizza. Friday night pizza night is something that I used to do with my kids when they were little. We loved making our own pizzas. It was part of the fun of Friday nights. But I would always buy the dough at I guess it was the Independent where we lived. It wasn't a Loblaws, but the pre-made dough, because I didn't have time to make it. But Adrian has taken that over, and they have pizza night Friday night all the time at their house with the kids, and everybody gets to make the pizza they want. So I'm making the pizza I want tonight. I'm just going to tell you how to make dough, because I know maybe you'll have pizza night Saturday night. Okay, it was really so easy. Here's my dough. It looks like this right now. It's in plastic. I put it in the fridge. And you saw my picture earlier on today of it rising. So it's the easiest thing. In a bowl, you put 3.5 cups of bread flour. Now, if you don't have bread flour, you can use all-purpose. Bread flour makes it crispier. All-purpose makes it chewier. So if you can't find bread flour, because everybody's been buying up the bread flour, I was lucky enough to get some from my good friend Anna. Brought me some from the Blackbird Bakery. They're selling some bread flour in there. So 3.5 cups of bread flour, or all-purpose flour, 1 packet of yeast, like this, just 1 packet of yeast, which is I think 1.5 tablespoons if you're buying it in bulk, okay, 7 grams, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, that's it, just mix that up. And then you get 1.5 cups of warm water. Now, it's supposed to be 110 degrees. So I use my thermometer that I use for meat. It'll go to 110 degrees. Or if you don't have a thermometer, just put your finger in. Does it feel like a fever? Like a hot fever. Like it's a little bit warmer than your body. So you need it warm. You put that in there, you mix it around, and then you just start kneading it. If it's too sticky, you put a little more flour. And you just start kneading it. You just mix it up, and then you just start pushing over. Then take a clean bowl, put some olive oil on the inside of the bowl. Just spread it around. Put the dough in there and flip it over so it all gets oiled. Put it in the bowl. Put a clean tea towel over it and put it aside and let it rise. Let it rise for an hour and a half, something like that. I let it rise too long. I was busy on the computer and I forgot about it. And I came back and I posted the picture and it was really all risen up, like really puffy. And then you punch it down. That's really fun. Punch it down and takes all the air out and there's bubbles and stuff. And then that makes 2 pizza doughs, that recipe I just gave you. And so I wrap them up in plastic, put them in the fridge until I'm ready to make the pizza. And right now I'm ready to make the pizza, and I'm going to make it with what we want on it, and you're going to make it with what you want on it. You can buy pizza sauce at the grocery store, the tomato kind, or you could just make it yourself. You could take a little bit of, you could use you could boil down some fresh tomatoes or some canned tomatoes, make it thick, but you're going to add maybe a little tomato paste. You can put some herb in there, whatever you like. You can put some garlic in there, whatever you like. Pizza's not a fussy thing. It's whatever you want to make it, right? So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn this around so I can get my hands into this dough, and Bob will film. So here we go. Now first, there's Bob.
Hi, everybody.
Are you happy it's pizza night?
Yes.
Okay. People start talking to you. You don't have to necessarily talk back. So here's my dough. It's been sitting in the fridge. I'll just put a little bit of flour on the counter here. I give myself a lot of space. And I'm just going to flatten it out. You don't have to be a pizza chef that can throw it in the air and all that. Just going to push it down until it's the size of my pizza stone. Now I'm lucky enough, I have this very old Pampered Chef pizza stone. You can do it on a cookie tray. If you don't have a pizza stone, that's okay. A stone is nice because it sort of mimics a stone oven, which holds the heat in a different way and makes it a nice even. So I'm just going to pat that out, give it a stretch. You can look online for any kind of a video on making dough. It's not hard at all. You can also stretch it like this. This stretches it nicely too. Keep moving it so you don't get holes. I just got a hole. I don't want a hole. Okay, here it goes. Get it on here. Oh, I didn't do so well. Got a bit of a hole there. If I can cover that up. And I'm just going to get it the size of my pan. It's going to pop in the oven. Now the oven for pizza is really hot. You know that, right? Because when you go to a pizza place, it's so hot in there. I know that some people make it on the barbecue because you can get the barbecue really hot. You want like 500 degrees. And so, but my new oven has a pizza setting. So I think it's like 500 degrees, and I'm just a little worried about the smoke detector going off. Bubbles coming up in there. There we go. That's good enough. And I'm going to make a pesto. I'm not going to do a tomato base, but you can use a tomato sauce. Like I said, either a store-bought or homemade. To make a thick tomato sauce, I'm going to use pesto. You can use any goodies on there that you like. Pizza Verdi, we're making Pizza Verdi. And I'm going to chop, I'm going to do it with chicken, because I have leftover chicken. Bob was saying, boy, oh boy, when you make a chicken, you can get so many things out of it. We had chicken sandwiches, we had, and I made a broth, of course, that we used yesterday, that I used for the, when I used chicken pieces for chicken and dumplings. We had sandwiches. You could make a curry, so many things. And tonight we're making pizza with it. I'm going to put some peppers on there. These little guys make cute things for pizza. Is it pizza night at your house, Adrienne? Are you making pizza with the kids?
She's on here.
I know she is. I'm asking her if she's making pizza tonight.
She hasn't said yet. She's just watching.
You're the inspiration here, doll, because I know you make pizza almost every Friday night with the kids. Okay, I'm going to put some mushrooms, because we like mushrooms. If you're going to put fresh basil, Blair, my littlest granddaughter, loves fresh basil on her pizza, but you put it on after it's cooked. Actually, Roma style pizza, and I could have done a Roma style. I should have. Maybe the next one I will. You cook the crust first, just with olive oil and salt, and then you put the toppings on after it's cooked. Yeah, you do. And I'm going to put some chicken.
Margaret Shaw is watching.
I know. From Queensland.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Margaret.
Tomato. A little bit of fresh tomato. You have these lovely sweet cherry tomatoes. This wasn't really worth making a video for. This is pretty simple. But I will tell you while we're on here, Sunday is beef bourguignon day. Okay, I've got the stew beef, I've got the pearl onions, mushrooms, bacon. I forgot to tell you need bacon for that. I forgot to tell you that. So that's happening on Sunday. Tomorrow night we're just doing a salmon, a piece of salmon. And I may or may not make a video about that. And this is goat cheese. I'm going to use goat cheese tonight. Forgot to put Parmesan on my list, Adrian. Don't have any Parmesan. I knew there was something I forgot. I thought of it and I didn't put it on the list. Oh well.
Nice thing about pizza is there's always some left over.
I don't know if there will be tonight because it's kind of small. But there's another whole crust. And actually tomorrow I might make that. I'm thinking I'm going to make the second crust into a focaccia. You just stretch that out long and then you put finger holes in it. And then you pour olive oil into all the finger holes that you made and salt on top, kosher salt. And you pop that in a hot oven. Same thing, basically. Okay, it's going in the oven. That's it. Did I forget anything? Maybe a little pepper. Did I forget anything? Yeah, it looks good. Friday night supper, Friday night pizza night. Happy Friday night, happy weekend, everybody.
Enjoy Saturday, Sunday coming up.
Today's Sunday. We're going to do the beef bourguignon like early in the day, like maybe around 3 o'clock or something, okay? Because it's one of those things that cooks long. Okay. See you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.